Okay, in this tutorial I'm just going to do some very basic editing, cutting and pasting, very basic tools and techniques in Premiere Pro CC. We're just going to jump right in. If you've finished watching the first tutorial, you should be in the same position here. So this is us just trying to finish our video here. We've added our two clips here. We've got our footage in, and we've got our source effects controls up here. So just to start off with the basics, once we bring in, let's remove this one for now. Just delete that. Once we bring in our first clip, it's going to come into the video layer, and our audio is going to be in our audio layer here. Now, a lot of editors will put in their background music first. I find that to put in the background music first is so much easier, because then you'll know when to cut it, and what type of style editing you're going to want to do for your video. Now say we had our background music here and we wanted to delete or erase our audio to this track here. If you just press play, you'll hear the sound.
I'm pretty sure I've been over there with James to put something on.
Okay, so we got some speaking there, so it doesn't sound very good. The mic on the camera wasn't the best. So to get rid of that, now if we bring in our footage onto V1, video 1 layer all the time, then our audio will always be on A1, which means we could just mute it. We press it again, and then we have no audio. Now, this is fine. You could put all the audio that you do want to keep underneath, or to get rid of it completely, let's just get rid of this one again. We're going to click on it, then we're going to right click, and we're going to go to unlink. Now what this is going to do, when you click on that, what this is going to do is unlink your video to your audio. So now I can move my video freely and I can move my audio freely, or I can just delete the audio. I can put our video back to the beginning again, and I can start it with no audio. Now this gives us 3 free layers of audio. So whatever effects, sound effects you wanted to put in, or soundtrack or music behind, you've got 3 layers there. Okay, with this one here now, what I'm doing here, with this red arrow, I can extend the shot. If you remember, we only selected the part where he was just peeling this away here. Now, if I wanted a bit more, just like what I did, I go to the end of the clip and I extend it, or I can erase it. This is very, very basic cutting, and after that there'll be nothing there, or I can extend it, and then it'll come back. Just like that. Okay, we're just going to bring in another one here. We're going to bring in the second one here. Just going to click it, just leave it there. Again, I do want this audio file here, so I'm going to right click and unlink, and I'm going to delete that one. So we've got 2 shots in here, and we've got around a few seconds in between of empty space. Now I could play that, we have empty space up here, and then it starts again. Now, most editors will keep it together, so we have a straight cut. Can work well. Actually, that one really doesn't work well, because once there is a sticker and one there isn't. But don't worry, that's just a bad continuity. If I wanted a smooth animation here, they are called transitions, just in the middle. Now, the easiest way I find to use them, we're going to go back down here to our bottom left panel. Just going to make this bigger so you can see. Oh. Now, on the top layer here, we have our media browser, library, information, and the effects. Now, effects is where we're going to spend quite a lot of time. As you can see, we got some options here. We got our audio effects, audio transitions, video effects, and video transitions. We're going to drop down our video transitions, and you have quite a few folders here of different types of transitions. The ones I like, the ones I find the most appropriate, are the dissolves. Now, my favorite is, and I honestly don't know why this is why is it this blue highlighted here. I have no idea, but we're just going to use this. We're going to pick it up and we're going to drag it over, and you can see where it's going to affect each shot. So right now you can put it there to start off, or we can put it in the middle there just to have a nice cross dissolve. If we play back that, it's quite smooth. Just to show you the difference again, I'm going to delete that one. Go back through. So that's a straight cut. And then the cross dissolve. Very nice, very nice. Now, just make this bigger again. Okay. Now say I wanted this transition to last a lot longer. Say I wanted over half the clip, so it's a lot longer transition to it. I can't extend it because it's too small. So right now I'm zoomed out quite a lot. Down here is our scroll wheel. That's going to show us the length of our video. But there's little lighter grey boxes in the end. If we push them in, what we're going to do is actually zoom into these two clips. So now our scroll wheel is shorter, and we can move across it once we're more zoomed in. So now I can see our cross dissolve here, and I can actually extend it. So this your cursor will turn into a nice red shape there. You're going to extend this over, press play, and now it's a much longer dissolve. Just going to show you the difference. Going to go back. This is a quite quick dissolve. We extend it to a longer dissolve. For now, I'm going to keep it quite short. Okay, now this is a very linear workspace right now. I've got one shot straight after each other. Okay, I'm just going to go back over here. Right now we're still in effects, so we're going to go across the bar again, back to our project to get our bin where all our footage is kept. And I'm just going to bring in another piece, just going to go to the third one here. Yeah, we're bringing this one. It's quite a long one again. Now, this one will come straight after. Just press play there.
Yeah.
Okay, again, I don't like this audio. I'm going to right click, unlink, click on the audio, press backspace to delete. Now, if I wanted to overlap this, all I have to do is, say I wanted this first shot just on top of here. Bring this on top. And whatever right now this is on layer 2, and the shot that's on top will be more visible. And as soon as this ends, you can see here, it's going to go back to the original shot. Now this is good if you wanted some B-roll. A lot of B-roll would go down to the bottom. Just going to move this down back to there. A lot of B-roll would be put on the bottom where you'd have not the most interesting shots, but then you'd use these types of shots. Then I'm going to show you again. Put that on top there. Move this to the beginning. So when this one ends, you have this roll underneath, and then it starts again. That one actually works really well. He's peeling it off, and he's actually peeling it off there as well. That's quite good. This one is out of place completely. Okay, so that's some really basic techniques. Just by moving the video clips, the footage clips, cutting them slightly. I'm just going to show you one more attempt now. One more technique now. I'm gonna wrong button. Sorry. I'm going to select this one. We're going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this one. Now, let's just say there was a part in this clip where I didn't really want. Right. Okay. So there's a part where he's sitting back there. Or I'd rather, I like it when he's leaning forward, but then I want to go straight into where he's picking up the sticker there. So I don't want this part here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to our, down here is our little navigation bar for our tools. Right now this is called the razor tool. I press C to get it much quicker, or you can just click it there. C and V will take you from the razor tool to the cursor tool much quicker, as you can see there. Cursor tool, razor tool. I'm going to use our razor tool to cut it right there. I'm going to cut it right in the middle of the clip, straight there. I'm going to go back to our cursor tool. I'm going to use the scrubber, this thing I call the scrubber. I don't know if that's the correct name for it, but that's what I call it, the scrubber. And I'm going to take it to where I wanted the shot to start again, around about there. I'm going to go back to our razor tool, press C. I'm going to cut it there. So right now, this one long clip has now turned into 3 quite shorter clips. And it was this part in the middle that I didn't want. I'm going to click on that, press backspace to delete. I'm going to move the final shot next to the original. And when you play it through, we've got this. So it's going from blurred out to when he's putting the sticker on the car. Okay, and then again, I might want to transition in the middle. I'm going to go to our effects, cross dissolves, put that right in the middle there, press play, and we've got a dissolve there. Like I said, you don't have to use the cross dissolve. That's my favorite. You could, let me just show you an example of another one. Just going to delete that one. A dip to black is quite good as well. Only when you definitely need to use it. And what that's going to do is going to dip to the pitch black and then open up with a new shot. Delete that. Put our cross dissolve back in. I'm going to zoom in using this the scroller underneath. Zoom in, make it slightly longer. Press play, and now we've got a rather cinematic shot then. Okay, I don't want to make this any longer. That was just some very basic tools and techniques for when you're editing your footage. And next time I will be doing some effects, some basic effects, and some motion as well. See you in the next one.